What is going on out there, peeps? All right, let's get into the Vietnam Dong. There are some other news that I'll cover here in just a second. If you're thinking about buying precious metals, of course, give our friends over at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. For you first-time buyers, if you buy more than $100 of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, Pimpy, and get a free half ounce of silver. I like free 99. Anyways, we got Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. Over here, we talk about investments, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. No politics, please. Bring that over to here, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. You can talk about politics. Over here, you can talk about QAnon, GESARA, NESARA, current events, politics, 9/11, false flag events. I don't mind. Just respect one another. That's it. If you don't have Facebook, I do got Twitter. The link is in the description. Come on over and join me. Now, a lot of you keep asking me, where should I go to buy my currencies? Again, you guys, I used to buy them from another site. UK Dinar was the other site that I tried, and I got mine, so I'm happy with it. And a lot of other people did get their not cryptocurrencies, but foreign currencies from UK dinar. So they do a pretty good job. In here they have the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnam dong, the Zim dollars, as well as the Indonesia rupiah. Okay, you guys. So if you're interested and you want to buy some of these currencies, because a lot of you are starting to ask again, then go ahead. The link is in the description. Go on over and purchase from them. If you do buy something from them, they're nice enough to say that anybody that goes there that are my subscribers to use a discount code Pimpy, Pimpy, and they will drop some money off your overall order. So that's not a bad deal. So don't be afraid to use a promo code Pimpy. Okay, a lot of you are asking me again about where to buy for those people who want to buy blocks so that you could buy stock on the Iraqi Stock Exchange. Okay, guys, and you guys are asking me a lot of questions about it. Here's the link. It will be in the description. So if you're interested in learning to buy about buying stock on the ISX, which is over there in Iraq, this is the link. You can reach out to them and ask them all kinds of questions. Again, I don't control the website, so I can't answer a lot of your guys' questions. When people were asking me about where I bought mine from, this is where I got my blocks from. Okay, so as far as any questions you might have, just make sure you address them personally. They're really cool and they get back to you really quick, all right? So again, if you want to buy blocks and get stock on a Iraqi Stock Exchange, here is the website. It will be in the description. Okay, so some of you ask me all the time, is there other currencies that we could keep an eye on that might be undervalued? I said, well, of course, what you usually want to do is keep an eye on, those who are manipulating their currencies, somebody who's got in trouble, which means there's anticipation that they'll move up. That doesn't mean you're going to gain a lot of money off it. In some cases, they might be, I don't know, I'm just making this number up. Let's say that they're listed as $1, but should be $1.10. So it's like a 10-cent different exchange rate. You know what I mean? So some money's better than no money as far as when you're trying to gain. Okay? So here's another one of those currencies. It says the U.S. should cut the Swiss some slack on currency manipulation. What does that mean? It means they're manipulating their currency is what it is. The Swiss have come clean. There's no use denying that the Swiss National Bank has been intervening heavily to keep their currency from rising. But selling the equivalent of 100 billion worth of Swiss francs in the first half of this year, they've landed them in the crosshairs of the U.S. Treasury, whose semi-annual currency manipulator report is due out shortly. It's coming around again. So we already know that Vietnam has been on it 3 times now. Taiwan is on there, and so is Malaysia. And now Swiss is on there. Very, very curious. So we're going to keep an eye on those ones. But these are the ones. This is what my opinion is. If you know these people are manipulating their currency and it's down too low, then these might be the ones you should be eyeballing as far as investing into. Because if they want to keep from getting any kind of sanctions or any kind of penalties from the U.S. Treasury, the odds are they're moving up to where it should be. There's no guarantee, but that just makes sense to me. Okay, so how much that is, I don't know. It might be a small gain, but like I said, some gain is better than small gain. I mean, small gain is better than no gain. So yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I saw this report today and just thought I would share it with you. There are other currencies out there that do this. They manipulate it, and we know they have to go back to where they need to be. Okay, so Swiss is another one of those. As we already know, Vietnam is the other one. Okay, so anyways, let's. This article came out about Vietnam and Bloomberg a couple days ago. I wanted to share it with you guys. It says Vietnam's economic growth accelerated in the third quarter as exports and manufacturing began recovering from the Rona slump in the first half of the year. But here's the thing. Remember, if you guys have been listening to me for a while now, despite this year starting off with most people in lockdown due to the Rona or going into the lockdown, they had a phenomenal first quarter considering that a lot of places were kind of on lockdown. So yeah, this is not surprising. I mean, we spoke about this. I told you that the World Bank had did a new report on taking a guess on where the GDP for Vietnam will be this time next year if everything is open around the world. In other words, we're all done dealing with the Rona. So in a fully opened economy all around the world, they're anticipating the GDP. See where it says right here? So it was about 2.62 is where it is. They're anticipating it rising up to 8.1. That's what I'm looking for if I'm investing in a currency. Because a strong economy gives it a strong currency, all right? So let's keep an eye on it. That's part of it, of course, not all of it. Gross domestic product rose 6.2% from a year earlier, up in a revised 0.39 in the second quarter. The General Statistics Office on Tuesday, the median estimate in the Bloomberg survey that 5 economists was that the growth would be at 2.7. That's not too bad considering that we had to deal with the Rona. All right. Improving industrial production with an impressive increase in manufacturing has been the main momentum for the country's economical growth in the new normal situation. Of course, think about this. I told you guys there's a lot of countries that are moving out of China and into Vietnam. That's also causing a huge boom there. Why? It's also why I'm saying we should look into investing into stocks over there as well, not just the currency. All right. In a recent survey, about 81% of the manufacturers said manufacturing should continue its strong improvement into the next year. I think it's going to improve for the next 3 years. Like I said, as people slowly move out of China and move over to Vietnam, you're going to see a lot of this. All right, so I'll leave this article here for you guys to read, and you can see what they're all talking about. All the growth that's going to happen here. And you can see what I'm talking about. So this is what I like to look for when I'm eyeballing what's going on in Vietnam. Also over there, there's a coastal economic zone, a new push in the northern development. So the north side of this coastal area, now they want to start developing it. That's what I look for in a country. That's, to me, it is an example of growth. When they need to expand, that's growth. That's what I'm looking for. This is good. So the Deputy Prime Minister has signed a decision to establish the Quang Ninh Coastal Economic Zone in the northeastern province of Quang Ninh. Earlier this May, I'm not saying his name, was added to the National Plan for Coastal Economic Zones, Quang Ninh, same thing, located in the southwest of Quang Ninh and the border of Hoa Phong. The zone covers at least 13,300 acres, was what it is. So it has 6,900 subzones in the seaport services and industrial zones. So over 6,400 acres for an urban area in high-tech subzones. So this is good. So to put this in a nutshell, without just going down and reading this and saying the same mumbly-jumbly, what this is saying is that they're expanding. They're growing even more. So now they're going down to coastal, adding more area for growth, business-wise. Again, this is what I look for. And I know a lot of you guys have said I don't usually do a lot of news specifically about the dong, and I stopped doing these videos. But everyone's like, what do you mean? I want to know about the other stuff. So, okay, I'm sharing it with you. This is what I look for. Growth in the economy, expansion for more growth, outside investors coming in. This is what I look for. To me, these are great signs for Vietnam. Vietnam looks to attract foreign investment in acquisitions of SOEs. As the government was focusing on accelerating the privatization and divestment of state-owned enterprises, that's what the SOE is, attracting foreign investment was important to the success of the progress, according to the Commission for the Management of State Capital and Enterprises. So Vietnam is opening up their doors little by little to more outside investors. A lot of these countries don't allow for outside investors or other countries to come in and invest too much. A perfect example of why is look at the United States. China just started coming in and literally buying up all of our companies. It became a national security issue. They started buying up our land. You know what I mean? They started having influence. They have huge influence over the NBA, who bows down to the communist demands, but then takes a knee against our anthem. So, so it's smart for them to be careful, but they do need some outside investors to come in. And the reason, in my opinion, why they're opening up or loosening up a lot of the restrictions is they see the huge growth opportunity now that China is in the crosshairs of a lot of countries. All right. So look, again, the state-owned enterprises are going to be opening the doors to allow more outside foreign investment. I wish Iraq would get their crap together so we could see a lot of what we're seeing here in Vietnam happening over there. Okay. So he said that more than 100 multinational enterprises were planning to shift their products to Vietnam, creating significant opportunities for Vietnam to attract foreign investment and select quality inflow. Again, a big part of this is people pissed off at China. All right, you guys, this is just what I wanted to share with you, just to give you an idea of what I'm looking for. Also, a lot of you asked me questions about where to buy these currencies. I just showed you the website. The link is in the description. A lot of you are asking me where you could go to buy into the stock market in Iraq, the ISX. I just showed you. The link is in the description. All right, you guys, that's it for now. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later.